Welcome. Come on in. Take a seat. Light a pipe. Welcome to the take a seat in the council chambers. And welcome to the smoke of the Fluer-De-Lys. Uh-oh. This lighter, I swear, all my lighters for some reason, I fill them up. I did the bleeding thing to get the air out. Fill them up. I light 2 bowls or so, and all of a sudden the flame is getting low again. I don't know how this works. Is there maybe I'm just buying the wrong lighters for some reason? I don't know what it is, but see how that lasts. The official smoke of my pipe club of one, myself, is Bayou Morning. I've considered some other blends recently, like the Cajun cake. I really like the Cajun cake. I like pretty heavy blends. There you go. So we get that going. Oh, it's not all lit though. Now you're gonna hear me sniffing this entire time with this little microphone here. Now, ooh, that's not good. My breath blows the stuff all over the place. I think it's lit. I always hate it when I got it it's like it'll light really good on one side, but then some of the tobacco on the right side or whatever will not light. So I got some embers in the middle, but it's like the rest of it's just sitting there. Yeah, you see that? How that looks? Got a little right there on the side there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's right on the side. I don't want to burn it though. I just want to get that little bit to light up. There we go. All right. Good morning. Hopefully everyone's doing all right. Whoever sees this, if anybody. So tell me about your day. How's it going so far? I know it's still early in the morning. Early, 9:15. It's kind of late for me, I guess. I'm just kind of used to getting up at 5 for work. But today I slept in. Last night had to do a work thing. The school had a homecoming dance, if you can call it dance. It was very. It had to go from like 8 to midnight. I got to leave a little early, um, thankfully, because the girls ended up doing some horrible stuff there. I don't know. It was just the culture in general, or whether this is primarily black culture, but their dancing was basically sex acts, really, or at least the like a stripper would dance, right? And at one point, they were literally doing a simulated sex act uh, in their dancing, which is when I was walking out the door. I was just disgusted. And these are like 14, 15, 16-year-old girls. It's an all black school. So that's why I'm like, well, is this a black culture thing or is this just society in general? I don't know. The reason I bring it up is because a lot of this music and dancing, I've been told, I've been told by what I've seen on media, I've been told through social networks, I've been told through even black people I've spoken to, and this type of music and dancing is this is our culture, the way you put it. And I'm thinking, okay, if you're going to take that kind of act and then say, well, this is part of our culture, well, isn't that going to lead people to thinking your culture's disgusting? Isn't that going to lead people to think, well, you're just a disgusting people, right? Because what the girls were doing, two of the girls put their hands on, like it's like a bar. There's no drinks or anything, but it's a bar. Bent over at the waist as if to hold on to the bar, um, like really bent over, and and a couple other girls came behind each of those girls, and they started simulating the sex act thing, as if you were behind them, you know, doing your thing, um, and they're bumping and grinding up against each other like that. And the rest of the girls kind of surrounded them. I don't know if they did it on purpose so you couldn't see what was going on, but I happened to see between them. So, so if you're going to say that's my culture, like proudly, this is part of our culture, even if it's just American culture. Let's say it's just in general. Maybe it's not a black thing. Maybe it's just American culture. And if it's American culture, if Americans say, "Well, this is our culture. This is how we dance," well, then I'm ashamed to be American, and that's not my culture. That's disgusting. Your culture at that point is a degenerate culture, and it needs to be done away with. That's a culture that deserves to be conquered. I don't. I mean, not necessarily violently. When I say conquered, I mean like that ideology needs to be overthrown. It needs to be thrown out. Um, it needs to be conquered by a truly Christian culture. And these girls all claim to be Christian, by the way, which is disturbing. It's also disturbing because this is the kind of world and society, culture, whatever, that my daughter is growing up in. Not necessarily that particular school, but So how do you have hope for the future, right? Because, gee, what's wrong with that? It's fun. Let's do this. And now peer pressure works. I think we all do. There's a squirrel burying his food right now. Anyway, and then the boys, their so-called dates, they're sitting on like this sofa and chairs and whatnot, and all the girls are doing their thing. I'm looking at the boys, and they're just like staring at the girls. Just okay. Well, one, your date's being ignored. So all you boys, if you had any self-respect, would probably just get up and walk out. Um, Not that they could. I mean, I'm sure they had parents brought them there or something. But you get the idea. It's like if I was a man, I go to a party and my girl's dancing on the floor the whole night, and I'm just sitting there. I'm sorry, I'm leaving. I'm not going to be part of that. And two, if she's doing that kind of dance, well, we have a couple of problems. One, she's telling me through that act what she's willing to do. If she's willing to do that on the dance floor, she's surely willing to do some other stuff off the dance floor. And while if all I want to do is get laid, I know now that I will get that because that's an easy check. But I'm not going to stick with a girl like that. Why? Because she's willing to do that publicly and with another female on top of that. She will more than happily do that when my back is turned with anyone else, right? Privately. If ever she goes out, oh, I'm going out with my friends, how am I going to feel about that if I'm at home? Knowing that's how she acts. Especially when they get older and alcohol's involved and other boys, men are around. I can't trust that. But explain that to girls who are party obsessed and all about showing their bodies off because that makes me hot. I mean, they want to be looked at. They want to be hit on. They want all that stuff. It's not like they're innocent little doves, right? Who just don't understand. No, they understand and they want it. So, what do you say to all of that? What do you do? That's why I don't go out. I don't go to party scenes and that kind of stuff. It's all this loud music it's not even music. It's just like the music they were playing last night. It was like a rap type thing, mixture of some kind, and it was this constant stuttering in the music instead of it just being like okay, a rhythm, do 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 do, something like that, like a constant rhythm. It's like a stutter, like da 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 do do da 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 da, and it would constantly have the like I guess a clip from some song where they were repeating the guy's whatever the guy was saying in the song. They would constantly repeat it as if you had a DVD that was skipping. You know, And I'm going, how do you get into that? It's like you can't get into a rhythm to start dancing even because you're like, all right, here's the rhythm. Oh wait, okay, the rhythm changed. What happened? I feel like I'm having a seizure, you know. So anyway, I've ranted enough. I hope you have a good evening, good afternoon, good day, good Sunday. Go to church, go to mass, and have a good pipe. So long.